Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi and I'm so happy that you're here. Today is going to be a bit of a chit chat, get ready with me, but what we're going to be talking about is going to be about kind of a no spend / low spend challenge for 2023. I really need to buckle down on my spending habits this year, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the categories and types of items, etc., the stuff that I will not be purchasing in 2023, or at least doing my best to not purchase, because Lord knows I am a consumer. But yeah, we're gonna just get started with that. I won't be going too deep into details in regards to the products that I'm using, but they will all be listed for you down below. We're just gonna jump right in and get started. My husband and I this year are starting a debt-free journey again. We did do a debt-free journey previously. We did it about 2 years ago, I wanna say. And we were able to pay off close to $100,000 in debt in about a year and a half. So we are basically going to do that again. We purchased a home this year, which was an incredible blessing. However, with that does come debt. We had to use our credit cards on a few things. We thankfully have not run up in a huge bill in regards to debt, which was our goal actually when we did move. We knew we were going to have to use credit cards again, but we really stuck to just one or two, and it's going to be an entire new journey for us because we have done it before, so we already know the lifestyle of not having to spend, of having that money come in and, it basically being ours. We never had to send it to credit cards. We didn't have to send it to car payments, etc. So our goal eventually is to get investment properties. We want to own apartment buildings, houses. We need to pretty much pay all this off to be able to do that. Starting off with just a couple of categories of things that I need to stop buying. One of them is going to be clothing. I definitely spent a great amount of our money on clothing this year. It's just one of those things where it's like I just got super caught up into a lot of the trends. Clothing is so fun, but I don't need as much. I don't need as much as I have. Jeans, I'm good. Jackets, sweaters for the winter, I'm good. Another item I won't be spending a lot of money on this year is going to be candles. Candles and things for the house in that sense. I'm gonna really try to just not purchase them. Candles for sure. I think candles I'm set. Honestly, I feel like candles are so easy to just add to your cart, especially when when you're like at Target or TJ Maxx, and they're so inexpensive and they don't take up a lot of room. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, let me just buy it. Let me just add it to my cart. Which, don't get me wrong, I burn candles all the time, but I'm not burning them fast enough to go through the collection of what I have already purchased. Another item is, sadly, very sadly, is going to be makeup. I unfortunately just can't keep spending money on makeup the way that I have as much as I want to. However, because I know myself and I know that I just can't stop, I love makeup too much, I'm going to limit the amount that I spend as well as how often I spend it. One, I have enough. I have more than enough makeup. And then two, it will be a really good way to just purchase the items that I really want. Like, these are things that I just continue, because you change your mind pretty often, at least I do. It's going to be limited to the 2 times a year when Sephora is having their sale, and I'm going to give myself a budget. That one makes me really sad though. Another item that I'm going to limit my spending is going to be eating out. Thankfully, I cook 6 times a week already for the most part, just because eating out is so easy. And with the holidays and everything, it just made it even easier. We are going to limit how often we eat out. My husband and I do date nights every week. I think that's so important for your marriage. Another area that I need to calm it down when it comes to spending money is definitely stationery. I love stationery products. I use an agenda every single day. I made a video on an agenda. I'll leave it linked for you guys down below. But I have again, more than enough. I have notebooks that I haven't even opened or written in like 3 years, and they have never even been used. I have way too much already as it is. I really need to use what I have. Another category that I need to really buckle down on, hygiene products, shampoos and body washes. I have an entire closet dedicated to backups of products, and I have a lot. I really just need to stop. And what I mean by that is going to be that I'm not going to say that I'm never going to buy them again for the year, because obviously you go through these products, but my goal is to not purchase them until I need them. Another item that I'm gonna calm down when it comes to buying is going to be things for the kitchen. Cutting boards, pots and pans. I have, again, I know, just gosh, the more I talk about it, the more I realize I just have excess of everything. The more I say these things, the more I'm realizing we just have too much, because in the kitchen I have one set of pots and pans, a set that came together. I feel like I have more than what I use. I think maybe that's what it is. I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, the only people who live here are my husband and I. So I really only use like 1 or 2 pots and pans, and then the rest just kind of sit there, because of the fact that we're hoping to not, go out as much and spend as much. I'm hoping we end up, we do more of this year is going to be hosting and having like our friends come over. Now, granted, that is money as well. We're using our home, which is something we pay a lot for. And then honestly, it's also just cheaper. It's cheaper to, buy our own food and cook it. You buy them in bulk, you buy the meat in bulk, and my husband thankfully loves to grill, so it's much easier to be able to do that. So I think that's one thing we're going to focus on this year too, is kind of just having more entertainment here at the house. And another item for us this year that we're not going to be purchasing is going to be furniture. I just purchased this home a couple of months ago, or a few months ago. I don't like the dining table, and I didn't even like it when we had it in our apartment, to be honest. So with that said, we have talked about replacing it, and I think eventually we will, but it won't be this year. And to be honest, even with furniture, I feel like with that in particular, your house can just get really cluttered really fast, and that's what we're trying to avoid. We love the space that we have. We have a big, beautiful home, and we want to keep it open. We don't want to bring in a bunch of clutter. So furniture. As much as I love to buy furniture and I love to decorate, we don't need anything else, and anything else we buy would just be having to replace something that we have. And you have a coffee table, let's get rid of this coffee table and like buy this one because this one's better. Although that might be true, I mean, if you have a good coffee table, we don't need another one. Just to set my face. Curl my lashes one more time. And that's it, that's the look. Very simple. I have to go run a few errands today. So I'll leave everything listed down below. I didn't go through details as I was putting on my makeup today, so everything will be listed down below for you guys. Those are my ideas this year for trying to have a low spending year. I'm gonna do my best to not spend as anything. However, I mean, I have to be realistic. I am a consumer. I love buying stuff, so I'm just gonna try to be really reasonable with what it is that I buy. Like I said, Sephora is gonna be twice a year this year when they're having their sale. I'm gonna go to Target right now and I have to buy a few things, so fingers crossed I don't go crazy and I stick to my willpower. It's a struggle. It is such a struggle, but I try to really think that my husband and I just have bigger dreams and bigger goals that are much bigger in the scale of our lives in comparison to this momentary want that we have. Please let me know if you guys are doing anything like this, if you guys are trying, one, to even get out of debt, two, if you're gonna have kind of a bit of a challenge like this as well, something that maybe is similar or a little different. Please let me know. I'm completely open to ideas, encouragement, all of that. And I'll document it as well. I'll let you guys know how it is that we're doing, in regards to this little challenge that I'm gonna do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks.